guys, it's Jessii Vee, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys about two very scary Japanese urban legends. These are some of my favorite videos to research because they are so creepy, I'm telling you. The first one is about an entity that lurks in forests, and the second one is about an entity that lurks in old mansions. And with both of these creatures, I have two very true experiences that people had with them. Before I get started though, I just want to give you one last reminder about this new winter November backdrop. If you would like to enter to win it, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, turn on your notification bell, and then head over to my new Jessie's Bookshelf channel where I review some books. Go subscribe there and comment anything you want on all of the new videos that I post in November. If I see your username popping up a lot and commenting on videos, I will definitely choose you to win this backdrop. And if you would like an extra entry, add me as a friend on my Goodreads account. This is a totally free book reviewing app. This is not sponsored. All you have to do is add me as a friend to have an extra entry to win this month. But yeah, I'll be announcing the winner in a couple weeks. Also, one more reminder that we have so many awesome new slimes on the website. Ty and I actually just did a slime test video on the vlog channel to show you up close and personal what these slimes really look like when they're taken out of their packaging. The mood mud is my favorite because obviously I used to love mood rings, and slime that changes depending on your mood is just so crazy to me. So if you guys would like any of these new slimes, I have linked them down below. So without further ado, let's get into this first ghost slash entity slash creature. This is called Akateko, and it essentially translates to the red child's hand. The Akateko appears just as the name implies as a red, disembodied hand belonging to a child. It is found hanging in Japanese honey locust trees. This red hand drops down from trees as people pass underneath them, and aside from giving its victims a very nasty surprise and the general creepiness of a disembodied child's red hand, it's actually not known to cause any great harm. And some people have also seen the figure of a beautiful girl who looks to be about 17 or 18 years old standing underneath the tree with these hands sort of falling around it. So if you ever see this hand drop down from a tree, you'll probably also see this girl somewhere near you as well. Those who witness her are immediately struck with a powerful fever, and it is not clear what relationship she has to the Akateko, if she is just part of the same apparition or another spirit entirely. So after people see her, they feel extremely ill, they go homesick, and so while the hand doesn't technically harm you, this spirit does. And I found this really eerie story about a little girl who was on a school trip, and there was a part in the day where they had to go on this little hiking trail, and the girl wandered too far off from the group and ended up in this very dark area of the woods. She began to panic, and right before she called for help, she saw something red dangling from a tree in the distance. Intrigued, she began to walk towards it, and as she got closer, she started to see that this red thing was sort of moving around. At first, she thought that maybe it was a giant spider or a trapped bird, but when she was only a few feet away, she was able to see that it was the red hand of a child. It had its fingers out towards her as if it was trying to hold her hand. So she held out her own hand and grasped onto its tiny fingers. The hand felt very cold to touch, but apparently there was also something kind of comforting about it. And that's when she heard a little voice saying hello to her from behind the tree. It sounded like a young woman, but she couldn't see her, and she began to peer around the large tree trunk when her teacher suddenly scooped her up and took her back to the group, telling her to never ever wander off again. So I'm guessing the hello that she heard was that other figure that appears with this hand, the young teenage girl, and I'm glad this little kid didn't see her because obviously she would have gotten really sick. I feel like if I saw a red hand dangling from a tree, I would not want to hold its hand. I'd probably like flick it away. Like no, get away from me. Okay, so this next entity is called Ao Onna, also known as the Blue Lady. In empty, abandoned mansions, there is sometimes more than spiderwebs and cockroaches lurking in the shadows. Often, large and dangerous ghosts take up residence in these places. And one of those ghosts is the Ao Onna, which is described as this ogreish spirit of poverty and misfortune. She takes the appearance of an ancient court noblewoman. Her body is draped in the elaborate, many-layered kimonos of ancient eras, but her gowns are now tattered and moth-ridden as the years have gone by. She wears the white face of ancient courtiers with high painted eyebrows and blackened teeth. She is aged and wrinkled from years of waiting in musty old ruins. Her beauty has long left her, and they wait in the house, constantly applying their makeup, fixing their hair, and adjusting their image. And they act as if they are waiting in anticipation for some guest to arrive at the house, perhaps a long-lost lover who lost interest, or a husband who had abandoned his wife. In any case, should a trespasser visit a home inhabited by an Ao Onna, she devours them whole and then goes back to waiting vainly for someone who will never show. Now, I also found a very creepy story about this creature. It's about these two friends that snuck into an abandoned mansion hoping to take some cool photographs of the rotting rooms, the peeling wallpaper, and the crumbling ceiling, and they walked around for a while until they began to hear humming coming from the upstairs floor. They thought that maybe it was the wind at first, or maybe birds, but the closer they approached the sound, the more they began to realize that it was coming from a human woman, or so they thought. The humming led them into the old master bedroom, and when they turned the corner, they saw a woman sitting at a vanity mirror in a long tattered dress. She was just pressing powder on her face in this robotic motion, and she stopped as soon as she heard the creaking on the floor from their footsteps. Her eyes met with theirs in the reflection of the mirror, and they ran out of the house so quickly before anything happened, which is really lucky for them because, like I said, she devours anyone who enters her abode. So yeah, I found her to be super creepy as well, but that is the two entities that I wanted to talk about today. If you want me to do more videos about Japanese urban legends, definitely give this video a thumbs up and please let me know. But don't forget to enter to win this backdrop behind me by heading over to my Jessie's Bookshelf channel and just commenting throughout the month. And if you like any of the new awesome slime, I have linked it down below. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!